And gentlemen of the internet, welcome. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So we're here today with Pokemon episode number 2, Pokemon Emergency. So this will be the second episode of our Pokemon journey of season 1. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Last episode, we got met with the main character, Ash Ketchum from Peloton, as well as his companion, Pikachu. The yellow little mouse slash rat. I think it's actually a mouse. True mouse, I think, from what I know from little Japanese that I do know that I've picked up from watching animes. So we've met those two, and obviously in the process they were attacked by a bunch of Spados. They're chasing them. Pikachu was like, well, Ash more specifically was like, I will not let you I will not let you hurt Pikachu. I will not let you touch him. And Pikachu decided, well, you know what? Shoot. This little brat here, he seemed like a good brat. So Pikachu ran, jumped, and just did a Pikachu! And at the end, we also saw a Ho-Oh. So what were the Pokemons? Let's go through the Pokemons that we saw in the last episode. I kind of want to do this like with each episode. Just kind of recap all the Pokemons that we saw. Of course, some episodes, that might be a little bit harder when you have like 100 Pokemons on the screen. But we did see a Pidgey. Who ultimately used Gust against Ash. You know, when Ash was trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do, honestly, trying to catch it that way. Very unique way to catch it, I guess. But yeah, it used Gust against Ash, which was very cool. Seeing how, you know, Pokemon use their moves against humans, they're not afraid. Pikachu was just looking on like, haha, Gust, you're about to die, mate. Haha, good job. But apparently. Also, we found out that the last Pokemon that Ash would have chosen from the Pokeball was a Charmander. I think he went first with Bulbasaur, then he went with Squirtle. I mean, some of you might just say, well, no, actually, it would. I was gonna say some of you would probably just say that like he was going through the Pokemon through the Pokédex, but that's actually not the case because Bulbasaur obviously is, you know, the first number 1, then 2, and then 3, the whole evolution line. But then the Charmander line would have been next, and he went with Charmander last. So he would have just chosen Charmander last. You know, just from the get-go. I don't know whether that's a reference to him not being red. You know, Red, the protagonist, Red. From the manga and the game. I don't know whether that's what it was supposed to symbolize, but he wouldn't have chosen Charmander. He would have chosen the other two first, which is it is a very interesting thing to do because I think most people are either a Charmander, you know, obviously Charizard, or a Squirtle, obviously Blastoise fan. So I find it very interesting that Ash was going to go that way. Now we also had to mention from Gary Oaks that he got a very special Pokemon. I'm not sure which one he got. I'm assuming it's an Eevee, just considering that how Eevee sort of altered the mascot of Pokemon alongside Pikachu. So I don't know whether, you know, he got an Eevee. We haven't found out just yet. Besides that, we saw a Magikarp as well when Ash was jumping into the water, as well as a Gyarados, which I find very cool. Because why is a Gyarados at like the starting, you know, village? But hey, I guess we didn't know how to surf or swim. Ash just, he knows how to swim. We didn't know how to surf or use a pole. Ash did. He did meet Misty. He did break her bike. Ultimately, it was Pikachu that broke her bike. And granted, but like, you know, they did ruin her bike. And we did also meet a Ho-Oh. So we met a bunch of Pokemon, which is great. But let us see who we meet in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. As always, you can get early access as well as full length on Patreon.com. If you want, the link is in the description down below. And I'll be seeing you for Pokemon episode 2. Let's get started.
Come on, Master!
Oh yeah, we did see, I guess, a Gengar and a Nidorino as well fighting at the beginning.
Last time Ash,
not in the main journey.
Palette chose Pikachu, a Pokemon who was not too thrilled with its new trainer, Ans.
Pikachu!
Haha!
We beat him!
You cannot tell me it's not the cutest Pokemon out there.
Pokemon
Gen 1 wise.
emergency!
For suspicious looking.
Are we talking Team Rocket?
Speak of the devil.
He's just walking. He's got a Pokemon in his hand, alright? Guys, you could actually make the argument that he's kidnapping it.
Hold it.
You could make that argument now that I
You
think
you're
about
going with that Pokemon, young
Jesse
man?
and James.
It's my Pokemon, and it's hurt, and I've got to get it to the hospital right away!
I'll get you there in no time at all.
Nice! Officer Jenny? Officer Jenny? Where's the Growlithe? Where's the
Sit
Growlithe?
back, hold on, and
Yarkanine,
don't
where
yell.
is it? Speak! Left her in the dust.
Hey, what's the big
First demolish her bike, then leave her in the dust. Ouch. But hey, Meowth can use Payday. Why would you want to capture Pokemon? Just let him use Payday.
It's gigantic.
On, here we go.
You're just gonna barge in? I think she's just gonna barge in. Who does that?
We have a driveway.
Exactly.
It's a Pokemon emergency.
Please help it.
Looks like a Pikachu. We'll do what we can. I need a stretcher.
The second she saw Pikachu, she's like, you know what? Hey, you rode in here with your bike? Hey, okay.
I left my motorcycle parked at the front desk.
Read it out. Read it out. Read it out.
You're already in Viridian City? It took your father 4 days to get there when he started Pokemon training. Oh, he'll be so proud. You're the apple of his
Father?
eye. Yeah, a rotten apple. Oh, Ash,
Wait,
don't get
wait.
discouraged. You're doing fine.
So,
You made it to the Pokemon Center in Viridian.
how quickly did you
Is
see?
that correct?
There was like a.
I couldn't be talking to you if I wasn't here.
Said that you wouldn't have a single new Pokemon by the time you got to Viridian City. I bet him $1 million that he'd be wrong.
How do you have $1 million
Money
just to
isn't
bet?
everything, right?
Why do I even bother?
Oh,
See a
well.
flying Pokemon like that one.
Well.
It flew right over the rainbow.
Pizza coming.
Okay, you know what's
It was
suspicious?
very nice talking to you,
Very
Ash.
suspicious. He called there like 5 seconds. Pineapple, ooh, okay, that's good. Good topping on your pizza. But he called her like 5 seconds after he finished his call with his mum. I think that's suspicious. You need to work on your balance, fam.
Let me help you.
I don't need your help, and you're gonna pay for what you did to my bike.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Guess we woke up this sleepy dump.
And how
Go
dare
on.
they act like
You
we're
gotta give me the catchphrase. It's episode 2. You gotta give me that catchphrase. Prepare for trouble.
Little mice will know I'm the top cat.
Come on, I need the catchphrase. Atkins and Coffins. Yo, Dave got great aim. Just tiny little window. They get it right through there. Please. Give me your catchphrase.
Protect the world
From devastation. To protect our people within our nation. Yes,
the
the evil
evils
of
of
truth
truth
and
and
love.
love.
To the house above. Jesse.
See.
And James.
Team.
surrender now
Or prepare to
fight.
fight.
That's right.
I needed that. I needed that. I needed that. I needed that.
And let's squash him.
That's a bad joke. Let's squash him. He's a bug. Yeah, after that, Ekans just like that Ekans just jumped right for the no hesitation at all. Just jumped right for the cables. They've just got a bunch of Pikachus there. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know from where.
here we go. Ah.
Pidgey. That's a cool looking Pidgey. Yeah, no, return.
Thing can't beat us.
Clowns.
That's pretty big talk coming from such a little lady.
At least you're right about the pretty part.
Ooh.
Thanks for the compliment.
The girl thinks she's
Snap.
pretty.
I agree with her. I think she's pretty too. Pretty pathetic.
I'll show you.
The clapbug. The clapbug. The clapbug.
Goldeen, 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 Goldeen.
Think about power.
Disgusting, and I don't like them. Do something.
I sort of agree with her in real life, but not so much in. Oh, he's going for
It's
it.
a piece of cake.
Oh, he's. Oh shit! I need a hat.
Pokeball, go!
Really? That's your cliffhanger. That's your cliffhanger. You're not even gonna show me whether you all right, fair enough. Let's go. Gotta get your mall. Okay, I was thinking of what could rhyme with Snorlax. I was like in my head just thinking horsey. That doesn't rhyme.
Commander Golem Pikachu!
I couldn't think of what rhymed with Sandshrew. And the opening is playing again. Oh, that was a fun episode. I'm having a lot of fun. It may not be like anything. It may not be anything, you know, serious or anything of that sort. But I'm just having a ton of fun, right? Obviously, I knew that Team Rocket exists. Like I said, I've seen a bunch of Pokemon as a kid, all right? When I was growing up, so on and so forth. I never knew, or don't think I knew, why Team Rocket was after Pikachu, and now we got it. We got the answer. I needed to hear their slogan. I needed to hear the prepare for trouble and to make it a double to protect the world from devastation. To unite all people within our nation. Jesse and James. I don't know how it continues further, but something, Meowth, that's right. I needed to hear that, alright? To me, that's a staple of Pokemon. When I think of Pokemon, I think of three things. I think of Team Rocket. I think of Team Rocket and the slogan, I should probably say. I think of Pikachu. And I think of Ash never winning a league. Those are the three things that I think of when I think of Pokemon, alright? And probably Charizard as well. But this is just a fun old time, right? And I know I said that in the first episode. I don't want to repeat myself every episode. So let's actually talk about the Pokemon that appeared in this episode. So we got to see a Chansey, which was very, very interesting. Now, the thing is, I thought on the moral, I thought that was like a Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos, which is why I was saying, like, why is the order like that? Shouldn't it be like Articuno on like the very first one? Well, I guess since it's Japanese, I guess you read from right to left. So Articuno on the very first one, top right, and then Zapdos on like the left one. But apparently that was supposed to be Ho, which to me doesn't really make sense, because why do you have Arcanine bottom right, and then a Moltres, and then a Zapdos, but no Articuno, but instead you have a Ho? Like, to me that just seemed a little bit odd, to be completely honest. But I mean, hey, it's early Pokemon, alright? Who knows what they want to do? Who knows, you know, how their plans change? I wonder if we'll see Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. No, second movie. That's what it was. Yeah, I've seen the first two Pokemon movies, and I saw one with like Latios and Latias. I've seen the cover of the third one. Is the third one Entei? Or is that the fourth one? I've seen the one with Entei as well when I was growing up. I saw that in the theaters. I remember seeing that. But like, I don't think I've seen movies be. I might have, I might not. Like, there is a ton of Pokemon movies. So I'm not sure which one I've seen, which one I've not. But I know for a fact I've seen the first 2/3. I don't know whether Entei one is third. I think Entei is third, and Celebi is fourth. I don't think I've seen the Celebi one. But yeah, we saw Chansey in this episode, but unfortunately, like, there was no mention at all from like the Pokedex or anything. Like Ash basically saw Chansey and was like, nah, I'm too worried about Pikachu. I'm not even gonna check what the Chansey is, what it does, so on and so forth. So that's a bit of a shame, because I want him to generally like have an updated full Pokedex. I don't know whether it's gonna be like a massive plot point, you know, because he does check. I do know that, like I do know that he does check whenever he sees a Pokemon that he hasn't seen before. But like, I don't know if it's ever gonna be whether it's ever gonna come back where it's like, oh, you have seen 60 Pokemon. So now I'm gonna give you, you know, you kind of like the games. Now I'm gonna give you this item and that item. I don't know whether that's the case, you know, in the show. Again, all right. To emphasize this, I've seen episodes as a kid, and I might have started the show when I was like 14 or so, with the aim of like watching it all. But like I remember some episodes, but I don't remember much more beyond that. Because I remember, for example, I remember one episode that I had recorded, which was Ash and Primeape. Which was Ash and a Primeape, I think, training or something. And at the end, the Primeape was like, Ash at the end was like, Primeape, you stay there. Something like that. It was one of those episodes. And then I remember another episode with, was it Vulpix? And it was like a dress costume episode or something. I remember those 2 episodes so clearly because I had them recorded back then on like VHS tape. Like, you know, I used to always like record episodes on VHS tape so I could watch it back. But like, I don't think I recorded that many episodes for Pokemon, more so for Digimon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's just, you know, those are the 2 episodes that I can sort of remember. Like, I remember having them. I remember, you know, having them recorded, but I don't really remember what happened. So I don't know whether it's going to be a plot point of whether it's going to be an important plot point of him seeing all the Pokemon. I forgot to mention at the beginning that we did say Rattata as well in the last episode, which he identified as well because it was trying to steal his bag or go inside and steal his food. So we saw another Rattata in this episode. We also saw a Goldeen, and we saw another Pidgey. Now, actually, speaking of Pidgey, and of course, we saw a Meowth. Speaking of Pidgey, I kind of want to go back just to see the cuckoo clock because it looked like a shiny Pidgey. I think. One second, I think it's here. Yeah, okay, it's a shiny Pidgey. It's interesting because this is Gen 1. I don't know when the show came out, so maybe I shouldn't say this is Gen 1. They had Ho-Oh at the beginning, granted, but shinies weren't introduced until Gen 2. So I don't know. I'm assuming obviously the games came out. Well, the games came out first. I do know that the games came out first, but I don't know when did Gen 2 come out. And when did this anime come out in relation to Gen 2? Because clearly shinies are introduced here, as well as unique Pokemon, because that one Pidgey that you threw looked quite unique with the eyes and everything looked quite unique. So clearly there is more thought put into the design and whatnot. So I'm very glad about that. So that's one thing that I'm going to be looking forward to seeing, just being like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I had a lot of fun with this episode. Did we see any other Pokemon besides those that were mentioned? No. We did get a little bit of information about the Pokédex that basically acts as like a license, as a identification measurement. Not measurement. As an identification device. We had a mention of Ash's father, which is very interesting. I don't think it ever comes back because, as I said, I've watched a lot of Pokemon theories, and I don't think I've ever seen a video that has mentioned Ash's father, which is why I don't think he is part of the story. But it's kind of interesting that we got to hear a mention of his father. Maybe like in the future we'll see his father in like an episode or something, or maybe he'll fight against his father, sort of like Gen 3. So that's something that I find very interesting, first of all. But also I found it very interesting how Ash called his mother, and the second he hangs up, he looks around and the other phone is ringing. Like, he looks around and it's like Professor Oak is calling. So let the theories go. let the theories start, eh? How did Professor Oak get to hear that from his mother so quickly? And she was coming out of the bath too. But it doesn't make sense because, you know, he was calling home and Professor Oak was clearly calling from his office, unless he like quickly ran home and like, let me call Ash. Let me call Ash just to see, you know, just to make it, you know, just to kind of buy myself an alibi, I guess. But besides that, enjoyable episode, peak of power. They have also met a Caterpie at the end. Caterpie Metapod Butterfree, that's what it is. Yeah, they met a Caterpie at the end, which I thought was a little bit of a dick tease. I thought it was a little bit of a tease. Like, I got my hat and everything. It's not you know, the Ash Ketchum hat. I got my hat and everything, and I was like, and it came to nothing. It was absolutely pointless. So I'm a little bit sad about that, I can't lie, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and ultimately at the end of the day, we'll see in the next episode, probably right from the get-go, whether he catches that Butterfree or not. Not Butterfree, that Caterpie. I need to get my names right, because I know Pokemon fans would be like, no, that's a Caterpie, that's a Butterfree. And considering that I said Gen 1, 2, and for the most part 3 as well, I know who they are. I know who they are. People will be like, no, you don't. No, you don't. So I gotta make sure that I get the names right. That's the key thing. I need to make sure that I get the names right, okay? Besides that, though, what I don't understand, Team Rocket, teach your Meowth Payday, and you won't have to go after Pikachu anymore. Just keep using Payday, 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 Payday. And that's that. Also, why is Meowth able to talk? I know he does talk, but why is he able to talk? Is that ever brought up, or is that just like an accepted kind of thing? I don't know. There's a ton of stuff that I'm intrigued by, and a ton of stuff that I want to see. But as of right now, this was episode 2, Pokemon Emergency. We headed into the Pokemon Center, and Misty is now part of the journey. I wonder when Brock joins, considering, you know, that we're going through the we're going through Viridian Forest right now. I don't think he's going to join next episode. Probably, you know, another 2 episodes or so until we reach Pewter City and we see Brock. But he should be the gym leader. Like, he should be the gym leader, so he really shouldn't be able to leave, should he? We'll see. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, though, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be seeing you all in episode 3. Until then, that was episode 2, Pokemon Emergency. Until episode 3, peace out and have a nice day. Bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time everybody, peace out and have a nice day. Bye.